All right, so I'm pretty much just going to cover the rest of these in this last video, just get it over with, because I think I covered a lot of this. So the next step after basically we now have got the audience profiles, we've got all these different ideas for content. So the topic research, this will be filled up with 40 to 50 different topics, and then after that, we're going to create topics out of it. So I think I discussed this already. We're going to check the competition of the topics. We're going to find high volume keywords to build it around. So yeah, I talked about this already in the last videos. Hopefully you watched them. And then we're going to fill in the content calendar once approved. So basically all that's saying is that we're going to fill out this, the topic ideation research page. And then I'm going to work with a client to get these things approved. So then we'll have 20, we'll probably have like 10 to start, 10 articles that are approved that we then move over to the content calendar. So basically what we're going to do is, you can see here the quest bars one. So this one got approved, and then we came over here to the content calendar and made it the first one. So what you have to do is you have to build a content calendar date. So basically what these say are when the post is going to go live. So for most clients, we're doing 2 to 3 posts a month, probably 3 posts a month starting now. So you're going to have to stagger that accordingly. And then of course you're going to want to give yourself a couple of days to get the draft due. So really this is just for your personal planning, to get the writers on everything and to make sure everything's going. So again, the stage, I can help you with this too if you need it. It's just based on the keywords. And again, you're just literally going to take these that you've already had filled out here and just repopulate this: keywords, competition, traffic, content tactics. So what this is saying is, this is the tactic that we're using. If it's a guest post, if it's a roundup, if we're using newsjacking, if we're doing an in-depth guide or skyscraper, for the most part, they're either going to be skyscraper or curated roundup. This is another one. And I can show you some examples of that. Medium just means like, are we doing video, blog post, blah, blah, blah. You can just leave it for the most part as blog post. This is the title. So I'll actually help you write these titles but basically when you're writing a title, actually you can do it. Who am I talking to? You can do it. I want you to do it. That's why I'm hiring you. Write the title based on the topics. So the title should always have the main keywords in there, but it should also be very clickable. So the title should absolutely have the topic in it. So like quest bar reviews had to be in here, but I also said detailed ratings because so the keywords that we came up with here, this is a perfect example. The topic is quest bar reviews. Then we go into quest bar flavor reviews, quest bar flavors. So these reviews, flavors, taste, these are all talking about the same topic, right? These keywords are mapping perfectly to, somebody's looking for reviews, they're also looking for the flavor reviews, they're looking for the taste, and then a synonym is rating. So basically I call this quest bar flavors because they're looking for different quest bar flavors, detailed ratings and reviews. So what this is telling search engines is that this page, and then this became 20 because that was how many there are. So 20 quest bar flavors and detailed rating and reviews. So let me actually show you the article so you can get an idea of what it looks like. So basically when we write these articles too, we're making sure that they're designed the right way. So I included these basic anchor text, all these different linking down to it. But basically, so when formatting articles, so yeah, we'll talk about this. When formatting articles, we want to make sure that we're using the keywords as what are called the second heading, H2s, H3s. These are called semantic markups. So what that means is that, again, going back to the keywords, was that the main thing that people are searching for, they're searching for the name of the bar, and they're searching for the rating, the review. They're searching to find out specifically a rating and a review. So what we did is we said we gave this a rating 8 out of 10. Each bar, we reviewed each bar. Didn't really review it, we just had a writer write it. And then put in the ingredients and then put in the detailed review. So all these are what are called semantic markups and keywords. Basically by marking the article this way with using these as headers is that, hey, Google, this article is about all of these different flavors, so quest bar flavors, ratings and reviews. And again, we've got all this content on the page for to pick up semantically, and then we always using a high-res image for all of these. So this is kind of, again, like a curated roundup, skyscraper. Basically, we're just taking content out there, we're making it look better, we're dressing it up, all this stuff. And I can help you with this because this is probably the hardest part is content design and making sure that it's aesthetically pleasing too. Okay, so sorry, I'm kind of drifting around, but that was that article because I wanted to show it to you too. And then so what you're gonna do is you're gonna write the title. The word count comes at the end, but pretty much So if we're doing skyscraper and you did the analysis and you found out, okay, this one has 9 quest bar reviews. What we need to do is we need to do 20 quest bar reviews, and we need to write 100-word description for each one. So right there, that's at least 2,000 words plus an intro. So this one ended up being 3,400 words, but I think I projected it to be at least 2,500 words. And again, it wraps up pretty quickly because the content writer is just writing a lot of fluff. And then you assign it to an author, and then what you're going to do is actually create an outline. And this is where I really need you, because this is what I can't outsource any of this stuff. This is really important. So basically what you want to do is, this is what I give to our writers. It's just a lot easier, and I find that we're able to use lower cost writers, not in a bad way, but to say, because the client doesn't pay me for this content, so I have to eat this out of pocket. But I can use an Aaron. We could even use Jen. They're writing these articles for like 50 to 60 bucks, and we're making it easier for them to do that. And better for just a better result. If we were just hire any writer and say, hey, go write us a review of 20 Quest Bar flavors, they're probably not going to have a good picture. Writers want to be told exactly what you want to do. So always write an article purpose. So this says we'll be creating a blog post that covers every Quest Bar flavor ever made, an honest review of the flavor. The client already has an article about it. It's just not very good. So this was the old URL. And then, so I gave it a title. So I give her the title. It says 20 Quest Bar reviews. Leave a note if you have to. And then the article format. So tell her how to write it. So again, this says this will be a roundup format post. Each Quest Bar will have its own section and subheading. Below is how we'd like you to format each of them. So again, name of the Quest Bar, you can see that, ingredients, and then review. So again, I had to come up with all the stuff. You'll have to write this for her, and then some helpful articles for them to look up to talk about, like each of the Quest Bars, so she knows, and then helpful videos if possible. So you can see the outlines that we're building are much more robust. Because the content, it just comes out better. When you tell the writer exactly what we need. So this takes a good 10 to 15 minutes to put together, but this is pretty much the culmination of this. You'll probably only end up doing like couple of these a week, because if you plan this out the right way, you can knock out 8 of these outlines ahead of time. So work for a couple of hours and build out the outlines, and then you can just pretty much sit on autopilot and even like schedule emails to the authors saying, hey, I need a draft by this date. Return it to me then. So you can focus on creating better, doing better research and creating better drafts. And then there's promotional plans. Caesar and I will work on this, but this is just, what we're going to do after it. So then again, you just get a draft, and then, you format the content, add some internal links. So pretty much, so once the article comes back, so let me just open this up. So again, I have a license to Shutterstock. I like to, if we're doing like a roundup post like this, I like to add an image for everyone. Again, I will help you with this, but we also got to do the markups here. So we should talk about this really quick too. So again, I wanted to have these as H2 is a heading, H3, this is an HTML version of the heading. Caesar and I can help you out with this too, but pretty much, again, this is helpful for you to know when formatting the article. So we wanted to have these pretty much denote to Google that, hey, there's a little mini section here. This is a subheading. This H3 is a subheading of H2. So then all the other subheadings were taste rating, ingredients, and detailed review. So again, this is all telling to Google that, hey, there are headings that have the keywords in them, rating, ingredients, reviews. These are all really big keywords. So by adding them with this markup and breaking up the content appropriately, it not only looks better for people, but it helps with search engine rankings a lot, because Google's lazy. It doesn't want to spend 2 hours on the page trying to figure everything out. So the more information that we can tell it that this is important with these markups, the better it's going to rank. And then again, there's images. So I have images. So she wrote this up. She did a really good job writing that. And then then after that, you just got to work with the client, work with myself, work with the client. I want you to talk to the client directly. It'll save me time. Just send them a draft. Say, is this good? Make sure, again, format the content properly. I can help you more with this. But images, spacing, links. Make sure you're using internal links to other content on the site. All that stuff. And then, talk to me and Caesar, make sure that we have a promotional plan for it, and then get the article live on the site. So this was kind of a long-winded last video, but of course, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. And I want to get you up to speed on this as quickly as possible, so we can do this at good scale without, I'm here to help you do less work. So wherever we can automate, hire some low-cost people to save you time, just let me know, and we'll get it done.